the best players in the world on a game, like legitimate ranked player, high IQ, you know, plays the game the way it's supposed to be at a high level, lots of thinking and IQ involved, against Ben Jammy, who's meant to be right at the top when it comes to Fight Night Champion. And when that being said, Suave Jamie has played Fight Night Champion, so it's not like he's the first time he's switching it on. He knows his way around the game. Maybe not as great as some of the, you know, boxing fanatical or, you know, the best in the world of Fight Night, but I will never write this guy off when it comes to sports fighting games, especially boxing and MMA.
Yeah, definitely. So with Suave Jamie, man, we keep mentioning UFC 4, but these guys have a lot of experience on this stage, on this eSports stage, and that's why we say it. Top 100 fighter in UFC 4. We're going to start seeing if these UFC 4 fighters and all of that experience being competitive, how that translates over to a whole new game. A lot of the Fight Night fighters hadn't really been on that eSports stage, but we're getting ready to change that now, especially when you got leagues like EBL. We're getting ready to have ESBC, and we're going to see these top 100 OWC fighters like Suave Jamie and other esports leagues. These guys are champions, multiple champions. Jamie has a very high IQ, puts together combinations very well. He's a multiple UFC 4 esports champion. Now, one thing about Jamie, he takes the best. He don't just get into the top 100 using the best fighters. He actually took CM Punk, and which was one of the lowest ranked fighters, Pressy, and reached top 100 using CM Punk.
I watched them.
One of the weakest fighters, Pressy. Reached top 100 using the slowest fighters. This shows you, like, look, it's not about me just picking the best fighters and then I'm gonna go and just blow you out. Look, man, I can pick anybody. I can pick anybody and do this. You see? So like you say, Jamie needs no introduction. Now with Ben Jammy, he says he's a complete boxer, Pressy. This guy that, this ain't UFC 4. All right, this is Fight Night. All right, he likes to be aggressive, and he's a counterpuncher. That's what we want to see. And Ben Jammy, he has a Twitch channel. We want you all to subscribe to Ben Jammy's Twitch channel. Ranked all-time 16th in the world, head-to-head in Fight Night Champions. So all of that UFC stuff, that's all well and good, but you getting ready to fight one of the best in the best right now, Ben Jammy, in Fight Night. So with Suave Jamie, Ben Jammy, you free to start at any time you want. Can't wait to see this one right now. Looks like we got a classic ahead of us, Pressy. Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler. Talk to me, Pressy.
And Sugar Ray Leonard again. I believe this is going to be a war. I mean, Jamie is not shy to go out on his shield if he needs to. I mean, he's got no shame in embarrassing opponents, breaking them down, absolutely picking you apart for 9 rounds, taking you out in the 10th. Maybe even mix up some, play dirty if he has to. He has no shame. If it's time to mix things up, he will mix things up. But again, can Jamie shake up the world? Because again, this is Ben Jammy, like you said. Top 20, top 17 in the world on Fight Night Champion. So if look at that, 7,779 wins. Man. Look at those wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
All right, so what is the corners? Suave Jamie is coming out with Sugar Ray Leonard. Is that correct? Suave Jamie, Sugar Ray Leonard. We got Ben Jammy, one of the best in the world in Fight Night, using marvelous Marvin Hagler. And we getting ready to throw some hands, Pressy. Round 1, let's get it on. Let's see what these guys got.
And they are wasting no time here to get to know each other. No formal invitation. Let's just get straight into the war zone. We're not going to go tit for tat here. We're not going to put a pussyfoot around each other. It's time to go to war. It's time to trade leather. And I'm going to land my bomb over you. But then Jamie's thinking it's my turn to impose my punches onto you. Jamie gets caught with a stiff short left down the pipe there. Gotta be careful. Don't want to take too much of those from Marvelous Marvin Hagler. 1 minute and 40 seconds left into round one. The pressure that Ben Jammy is bringing to the table is immense here, boxer.
Yeah, this is very interesting right now because you got Jamie that's very experienced on big time eSports channels, and he has a lot of experience just how to play these fighting games in general. But then you got, like you say, one of the best fighters right now. We're getting ready to see how they do it and bring it to the stage. And that's what I'm looking at right now. Round one seems like Jamie is holding his own, but I'm not sure, Pressy, who's going to take this round one. We still got 40 seconds left. But it seems like Jamie is landing some nice,
beautiful boxer.
Some nice
punching there by Jamie. Gotta be careful,
you gotta be careful on the inside with Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Very good stuff there by Jamie. However, the question is, boxer, is that enough to win round one with only 5 seconds left?
Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm not sure who had that one. That's a little bit too tough to call for me. So I'm going to leave that to the judges right now. But I saw some big bombs being landed on both sides of Suave Jamie and Ben Jammy. I mean, this is very interesting. And then what a mark can you make if you can be a champion not only in UFC 4, but then you're also a champion over here in the EBL. Like, that'll be just incredible, man. Jamie really making a name for himself right now, but he has to go through the fire. He has to get tested right now, and that's what we're seeing unfold coming right now with Ben Jammy just putting on the pressure. And I mean, he's letting these hands go early. I mean, man, he is not leaving nothing, throwing everything at him in the kitchen sink. Is this a smart move right now, Pressy? Ben Jammy knows what he's doing, but this is a 10-round fight. What are you seeing?
I think he just maybe, whether he's got that right amount of confidence oozing out of him, or is he overconfident here, thinking I'm just gonna walk through Jamie, just chill out, put my feet up, and watch the rest of these fights until the next round. But again, Jamie, I like what Jamie did at the end of the last round with those punches. But again, just going back on the last round, I did give it to Ben Jammy. I thought his pressure was good. I thought the work rate was good. I thought it was enough to win in round one. But here we are in round two, 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Guys trading it out. Straight left there, just whiffs for Ben Jammy. Just notice, both guys, I believe, are from Ireland. So, it's a nice domestic fight between two guys, Jammy and Jamie. Yep. 1 minute left into round two, and I believe I'm going to edge both rounds ever so slightly to Jammy. But again, I like the countering here from Jamie. He's keeping away from the ropes. He isn't, sidestepping at every angle, every second he can to drain his own stamina. He's taking his time. Oh, good right uppercut there by Jamie. And he's actually making Jammy miss punches as well. Jammy's racking up the points, but he is missing those punches as well. And these are big hooks that Jammy's actually missing. Again there, misses that hook to the body at the end of round three, boxer.
Yeah, so anytime you're using Marvelous Marvin Hagler, one of the safest punches in boxing is that jab. Well, Marvelous Marvin Hagler's jab here is a 19 out of 20. And that's one thing that we saw Prioxis utilizing. Every time he would touch his opponent with that jab, I mean, it was just doing a lot of damage. So that's one thing with Ben Jammy. I really want to see that nice jab to the head and then really just dress up that right hook or that left hook there coming out from Marvelous Marvin Hagler, which is a 17, throwing 19s, you're throwing 17s, you're throwing 20s, even down to the body. So he is very well versed in all of his punches there. But look at this here. Suave Jamie is the one that's putting on the pressure right now, and he got him kind of boxed. So now look at that.
He let him out, though.
He got out of that corner. You don't want to just stay in that corner.
He kept him in there for a good 15 to 20 seconds, boxer. It was great stuff there by Jamie, but then he just let him out.
Yeah.
He let him out for free. You can't do that. Again, good stuff here. I'm going to have to edge this round ever so slightly to Jamie, but there's still half a round left. Anything can happen. I like what Jamie's doing here, but you was in a very, very strong spot there. Good uppercut there by Jamie. Both guys trading hook for hook in the pocket here.
Wow. Man, Jamie really letting these hands go with Sugar Ray Leonard. And one thing with Leonard, he's gonna have that speed advantage over Marvelous Marvin Hagler. And one thing I like about Jamie, you see that in and out movement that he's doing. And his in and out movement isn't just that. He's actually trying to mirror and box his opponent and push him against the ropes. And like you broke down before, Pressy, anytime your back is up against the ropes, but look at that. Marvelous Marvin got so much power. He got to pour it on right now while he's rocked. Impressive. He didn't take advantage of it, but boy, he shows you that power of Marvin Hagler. As soon as you get comfortable, as soon as you think you're doing something, boom, you get rocked right out of nowhere, and that was a strong rock and might turn the tides of this match, Pressy.
Absolutely shook him to his boots there, Boxer. However, I understand what Hagler did there, what Jamie did there. Didn't want to get overzealous. He had plenty of health left, so maybe it wouldn't have been easy to get the knockdown. And on top of that, there was only 10 seconds left in the round there, so I like that. That showed a high level of experience in Jamie. Yeah. No point to go crazy. I'm not going to get the knockdown. 10 seconds left, and he's got a lot of health. It wasn't a case of land one or two punches. He hits the deck. So smart stuff there from Jamie. Very calculated stuff. Won the round. I've rocked him. No need to go crazy.
Yep. Up until that point, Pressy, that could have been Suave Jamie's round up until that point. And they was one round apiece. And after that rock, you got the third round going to Ben Jammy, but that could have easily went the other way. But look at that. You're taking some punishment. This thing is so even right now. Both fighters, Pressy, what I see, they both have a game plan for success. It's about now. Can I implement? Can I impose my will over your will? Who is the better player on the sticks? Is my control better than your control? Because both of these guys are masters at these fighters, and they both have recipes for success up in here. And they're staying to both of their game plans. It seems like Suave Jamie is doing his thing, keeping Marvelous Hagler on that back foot. But these experienced fighters, they don't care. They can fight off of that back foot, Pressy, doing a good job, even getting rocks off of that back foot. So that's one thing in the UFC world. You're going to see a lot of these fighters be a little bit more aggressive because that's kind of the style and the tempo of a 3-round fight. But this is a boxing match, Pressy. These OGs are like, yeah, UFC fighters, come right along. We got 10 rounds. We got 12 rounds. You got to be able to last. This is a sweet science of boxing, Pressy. It's very entertaining right now.
I like what I saw in that round. You know, a few bursts from Jamie there. He really did shine in that round. But again, gotta be careful. He's up against one of the best in the world. Just keep throwing with that IQ. If you find something significant, just start, exploit it. If your opponent shows you a weakness, just break the barricades and exploit it, and just try to find your way around it and get that W by any means necessary, whether that's a points decision or anything like that. KO as well.
All right, here. So we looking at, what is this? The fifth round, right in the middle of the match. I will say, against one of the best fighters in the world, Suave Jamie looking real good. But we can see all of that experience. I'm pretty sure Ben Jammy has been here time after time again, after thousands and thousands of fight night fights here. But yeah, Pressy, do you see these counter punches coming out here from Ben Jammy? Just very calculated. You gotta be careful.
Trying to double up on that jab to the body and then rip a huge straight right up top, but just fall short there for Ben Jammy. I like what he did before that. Kind of mixed up and it threw Jamie off a bit. He came with a nice straight right down to the body, solar plexus, and ripped that left hook up top there. However, 1 minute left into round 5. I mean, this one is tilting to Ben Jammy's way, but Jamie well in this fight here. boxer.
Yeah. Now, one thing about Marvelous Marvin Hagler, he can give a punch, but he also can take a punch. We talking about a 20 out of 20 chin. And then we're talking about a toughness of 99. So if you're going to have Marvelous Marvin Hagler on the canvas, you're going to have to deal out a lot of punishment. But Suave Jamie has the guy to do it because that endurance and that stamina on Sugar Ray Leonard is one of the best there. But yeah, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, one of the best fighters ever, can take a lot of damage. So whenever you have somebody like Ben Jammy, he has his guard up and he's able to be patient. And with that toughness, with that chin, being the best in the game, it's going to be hard to knock opponent out that's using Marvelous Marvin Hagler in this way, Pressy. Even though you may have your moments, he has the chin. He has the toughness to survive that and weather the storm.
Yes, sir. And halfway into the fight, very interesting to see what the judges have got the scoring as of this stage into the fight. How do you have it, Boxer? I currently have it. It might not be as close as I think it is, but it's one of those fights that sure well do look that way. And I've got it 3 rounds to 2 for Ben Jammy at this point in the 6th round.
Yeah, I may have it around 3 rounds to 2 or maybe even 4 to 1. I think that it was a turning point in the fight. I think, Jamie was real comfortable and then he got rocked. And then what I'm seeing now from Ben Jammy, he's doing a lot of the same. He's just, letting his game plan go to work. Suave Jamie is still doing a lot, but see these counter punches, I think they're adding up. I think when we see the judges tally, I think we're agreeing there that it's both definitely going to be Ben Jammy, but it looks so close right now. I mean, you just never know. Suave Jamie has so much experience. I've seen him come back in so many fights, and he's just such a veteran here. You just never know what he can pull out of his bag there. But man, we're just seeing just how patient you got to be and calculating you got to be in his boxing game. And I definitely got Ben Jammy up on the scorecard right now. It's just a matter, is it three rounds or 4 rounds?
In that final minute of this round, he was actually landing a load of clean and powerful counters there in Ben Jammy. It looks like Jamie could be actually winning 1 to 2 rounds, but I mean, when you look at that, the confidence of Jammy, it hasn't been knocked. If anything, he's showing that he's confident. Hasn't changed up the game plan. He's still doing what he's been doing from round 1 with 3 rounds left into this fight. Very interesting to see the judges' scorecards going into the next round. However, Jamie's got to take his time and keep his P's and Q's and his defense tight, because the punches that are landing, they're having effect. And I believe it's a matter of time. If Jamie's playing with this fire, it's a matter of time before he could end up finding himself getting hurt here into this fight here, Boxer.
Yeah, one thing that I want to see Jamie do is with Sugar Ray Leonard, you got some of the best head movement in the game, and you got some of the best endurance and conditioning. So with that head movement, after you throw your combination, I want to start seeing Jamie look for some of those counter shots, because these are some huge counter shots. 1, 2, and 3 counter shots landing. You got big Jamie.
Look at that! Massive! He didn't jump for an uppercut by Jamie, but eats a left hook, and it looks like he's hurt here at Boxer. He's on the ropes here, trying to circle around. Doesn't want to get caught in the corner there. Tried to find that step back straight right down the pipe, but Ben Jammy does not fall for it. And a nice jab, long jab on the outside there by Jammy. Jamie now trying to mix it up. Head, body, head. Right hand out of range there for Jamie. Jammy just standing, waiting for Jamie to come in close, fall short of the punch and find a counter. It looks like someone's been cut here. I don't know whether it's a clash of head or a punch landing. It looks like the referee's going to have to look into this one.
Yeah, exactly. And that's going to definitely pay dividends, especially as we go into these later rounds. And we got to be careful. We got to watch out because a knockout here can come at any time, especially when these fighters' stamina and their health goes down. You just never know. But, man, Ben Jammy landed some huge haymakers there and some huge right hands there, Pressy. What did you see at the end of that round? Here's the scorecard.
Huge haymakers. And a massive cut on the right eye. I beg your pardon. On the right eye of Jamie. Been eating up, absorbing the lever of those left hands. Straight left hands down the pipe here by Jammy. And Jammy is really trying to pour on the pressure here going into round 8. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. He's really mixing it up. Jab to the body. Straight left to the head. Right to the body, to the head. Right hook up top. Trying to mix up the left uppercut. Right hook down. Left hook. Left uppercut top. I can't keep up with this pace here. That Jammy is really going to war. He's trying to bite on the mouth guard and take Jamie out of there. But Jamie is trading fire for fire here with Jammy. He's got to be careful. He's hurt right hook. Left hook there by Jammy. Jamie looks like he's on wobbly legs here, boxer.
Yeah, man, right now, I'm seeing the skill level that you got to have. It's like, Jamie was like, just wait until these later rounds. But Jamie is holding his own here. But look, now we see Ben Jammy.
He's gone down the corner. He's gone down the corner. He's the corner screaming to get out the corner. And look at that. Massive hook. Push Jamie on his seat against the ropes, but he gets up. He wastes no time in getting up. He's telling the referee he's okay to continue. The referee takes a good look at him, and the pressure's coming again. Headbutt Jamie. Jamie swinging for the fences. Can he take Jamie out of the...
Yo, this is absolutely crazy. A lot of skill here shown. Like, Jamie, 2 headbutts. Now, we know if you're going to get a third right, that they're going to take a point. He doesn't want to do that. What Jamie is trying to do is he's trying to use his headbutts that won't get him disqualified, get a cut, and then he can go and try to do some damage. By any means necessary, he's trying to get this win. But right now, Pressy, he's boxing this corner, and now you're seeing Ben Jammy put on the pressure, put the pedal to the metal, put his foot on the gas, and he was just waiting until the right time to do it. You can't do it right in the beginning of the fight and gas yourself out. But when you get in the right position later in the fight and you know what you got left in the tank before the end of the fight, that's when you can start exchanging just leather. And that's what you saw, a knockdown there by Ben Jammy. Just calculated. He's been here before. He's done this thousands and thousands of times. This is his job, to be patient and put people on the canvas. But right now he's doing it in the EBL, and he is doing it in spectacular fashion, Pressy.
Really is absorbing that lever there. The punches, the hooks, the uppercuts, all the shots, all the angles here by Jammy. But boxer Jamie is like one of those guys that you can't write off. And again, look, he's shown you he's ready to go out in his shield. We're trying to get the W. He's not ready to lay down. He's not ready to lose. He's trying to get that W, but trading fire for fire in the pocket. Hook there hurts Jamie. He's got to watch out. That is opening up. It looks like the referee's watching it close. Is he going to stop the fight? And what the hell by Jamie? Right hook misses. Straight left down the pipe. Right on the chin of Jamie. How is he still standing, boxer?
Yeah, I'm not sure how he's still standing now. And then with the headbutts, we seen it come out. We see it come out again. Like, what's the strategy here? Like, he's just trying to do damage by any means that he can. I mean, is he trying to get a cut there, Pressy? And if he gets Marvin Hagler cut, how does that help him in the fight? Like, what does it benefit if you get off some of these headbutts that the ref lets go initially before he takes a point away? Does this help you at all?
It doesn't, obviously. Well, no, you're deducting points. The only thing it can do is open up a cut. But what Jamie was actually trying to do there was knock Jammy back with the headbutt and then follow up with a straight down the pipe. But he wasn't landing it because Jammy is out of range. And that is the end of round 9. And Jamie, the referee, deducts another point from Jamie. Jamie really trying to get, whether it's a W or a disqualification, he's trying to get it by any means necessary. We are here in round 10, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. That pressure still coming here, but a good counter there by Jamie. Is Jamie just stuck there momentarily, backed up ever so slightly? Jamie's trying to find that pullback, straight right down the pipe, but he's got to do it off the ropes. You don't want to get caught in the ropes. Jamie rocks Jamie, and he coming back with a knockout.
Oh my God, Pressy! Oh my, we've seen it time and time again on the UFC side. This is so impressive. Win, lose, or draw. Jamie coming back and knocking down Ben Jammy. This is absolutely insane, Pressy. Was it the uppercuts? I mean, this is round 10. Can he get it done?
The uppercut, the headbutts, the straight rights. It's everything.
Wow.
Jamie is really trying to get this W. He's not here to play. He's here to fight. Fight for this $200 cash prize that is on the line here in EBL 1. A new eSports Boxing League, the home of ESBC once the game drops, and the future of esports and entertainment. Trying to look for another one there, but a good counter to the body here by Jamie. With 50 seconds left in the final round here, boxer. Can he find the KO?
Last 40 seconds here, and man, I mean, you know, even though Ben Jammy is up, I mean, man, that's very impressive.
Wow.
You never know what can happen here in the last 20 seconds right here. And look at there, man, Ben Jammy is game. He's still going for it right now. I mean, giving everything he has as it closing out in the last 10 seconds. But man, can you say any more about?
Wow!
Yeah, these are some.
He's had 2 seconds left. It looks like he's gonna survive to hear the final bell. What a fight!
What a fight, man. You can't ask for nothing more than that. Rocks on both sides. A knockdown from Suave Jamie got on Ben Jammy. And of course, it just wasn't enough in this 10-round fight. But, Pressy, how much are you impressed with Suave Jamie for coming up over here on this boxing side and not only just hanging with one of the best that Fight Night has to offer? He actually got a knockdown, Pressy. But even with all of that, it shows you just the IQ that you have to have whenever you're fighting these Fight Night players, man. Boy, that was one of the classics, man. Jamie coming out, nothing to hang his head about, man. Wow.
Absolutely. I mean, again, nothing but respect to Jamie loves a challenge. I mean, we see it with Clarissa Shields the other day. You know, there is no shame in whatever you do. If you're going to take a challenge, that's something that you're not used to doing, something that is new to you, out of your comfort zone, there's never, ever, with anything you're doing, there's never a shame in taking that L, because we call them lessons. If you're new to something, if you're going to challenge someone that is the best in the world in something, then people got to see and understand that you're trying to achieve something great. It's not just a W. It's a great win. It's greatness. For someone to come out of his territory into something completely dark, who hasn't even played this game for more than a few hours, or done whatever he's trying to do for more than a few hours, you got to take your hat off to him. Absolutely no shame. Warrior, looking forward to see Jamie taking up ESBC, where he will be on the same playing ground as everyone else, being able to play the game once it drops and so forth. So it'll be very interesting what Jamie brings to the table with Esports Boxing Club. Guys, we are just going to go to a short break, intermission, very quickly, and then we will be back to continue, talk about the brackets, the fight card, and then move on to the next fight.
All right.
Box on the beats, boy.